Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. So today I wanted to do a brush video for you. Now I've been trying out different foundation brushes and I actually saw one when I was shopping out in the mall that looked like my Real Techniques brush, and I love my Real Techniques brush, but this one is from MAC, and so I kind of wanted to compare the two and see if this one was as good as this, because if you look at them, they are extremely similar. The Real Techniques brush is a little bit bigger, and I don't know if that's because I've had mine and used it so the brushes have the bristles have kind of like fanned out a little bit. But yeah, I thought these two were pretty similar, so I wanted to compare them for you. So I'm going to do half of my face with one brush and half of my face with another brush, and we'll see how it turns out. So I'm just going to be using the L'Oreal Infallible Pro Matte Foundation, and I can't seem to find this foundation in stores at all. I'm not sure if like they don't all carry them yet, or if they only had like a display and like the displays they all sold out, so they don't have the display anymore. So I'm not sure, but I'm going to try and order that online. So this foundation is really nice. It's probably my favorite drugstore foundation right now. I use this thing on the daily. And I've had Real Techniques. So I've had a bunch of different Real Techniques brushes and they really are great. I don't have any complaints about them. I've had two of the ones that I'm using. So this is an Expert Face brush by Real Techniques, and this is probably the brush that I use every day to put on my foundation. Sometimes I'll use a beauty blender, but I really like this brush. I'm pretty sure I use it in every video. I don't think I've ever used a different one. Oh no, my earring. Okay, so that was half of my face, and now we're going to use my MAC brush, which is, what is this? It's a MAC 170. I'm not sure what the name of it is, but it's a 170. So I'm just going to buff this into my face. I do think that this brush is a little bit denser as far as like the compactness of the bristles, but I mean, the foundation looks the same on both sides of my face, so for being a $30 brush, it's not really doing anything different that my Real Techniques brush doesn't already do. And I've used like I said before, I've used the Real Techniques brush for years, and this is the first time I've ever tried this one out. And I wanted to try it because I don't usually branch out from like my brushes. When I find brushes that I like, I tend to just use those and not really try anything different. So I wanted to do this video for you guys to just see if there is a difference in using like a high-end brush versus a drugstore brush. Okay, so I'm looking at it in my mirror, and I don't know, I mean, you probably can't tell on camera either, but honestly, like, it looks exactly the same. Let me see. So the only real differences with the brush is like the compactness. Like this brush, you can see it's a little bit more spaced out than these ones are. These are really dense. But I mean, as far as the result goes, it's pretty much the same. I don't really see that much of a difference. This side might be a little bit smoother, but I mean, it's, if anything, it's like barely smoother. And the only reason I'm doing this is because it got really dark right there. I'm not like fixing anything that my Real Techniques brush didn't do. I'm actually really shocked because, I mean, MAC's pretty high-end as far as like their pricing goes and their products that they put out, and this is a really nice brush. But I mean, in comparison to this, it's very much the same. I'm very surprised. So yeah, I would have to say, if you guys are looking for a nice not duo fiber, what is this called? A nice like foundation brush, I would definitely try out the Real Techniques brush. It's amazing, and this brush is nice. It's definitely more expensive, but these do the same thing. And this is $34 and this is $10. So I mean, if you can't afford this, don't worry, because this is right here for you. So yeah, I love this brush. I mean, I will use the MAC brush. It's not like it won't get used, but my Real Techniques brush does the same thing, like the exact same thing. I'll try and take pictures for my blog just to show you like how very much the same it looks on my face. But I'm very surprised, happily surprised actually, because people talk shit about drugstores and their makeup, and you know, they just don't think that it's as good as high-end, and this just goes to show you that it is. So that is my video for today. I hope you guys liked it, and if you have any questions or comments, leave them below. Otherwise, I will see you next time. Bye guys.